For years, it was just laughs and good times. Until that one post, no caption, no explanation, just a grainy image uploaded right after midnight. It looked like a tax form, cropped tight and strangely familiar. Fans barely had time to process. Before forums exploded, Christine had always played the long game, but this felt like checkmate. Zoom in, enhance, analyze. The internet did its job. In the corner of the document, above a smudged income line, someone spotted it. A bold red underline scrawled across the margin in all caps. How? No one knew what it meant. Christine didn't say a word. She didn't have to. Within hours, rumors were flying. Was this Kody's income? Had it dropped dramatically? And what did the margin note mean? The one circled twice like a secret screaming to be found. Post-sale. Suddenly, this wasn't just about money. It was about Coyote Pass, about whether Kody had sold off a piece of land behind the family's back, and if so, for how much and to whom. Online sleuths quickly got to work. They claimed the form was a Schedule C self-employed income, and the numbers told a wild story. One version showed a massive deduction. Another, slightly blurred, had totally different figures. Were they from different years? Or was someone trying to rewrite history? Christine stayed silent. But eagle-eyed fans noticed something in the background of the photo. A familiar marble table from her old Arizona home. Had she been holding onto this form since before the split? Even more shocking, tucked in the upper corner of the document, were two small initials, RB. In this family, nothing is ever small. Everyone knew exactly who that pointed to, Robin Brown. And suddenly, it wasn't just a financial leak. It looked like a cover-up. No comment from TLC, no denial from Kody, not even a peep from Robin. And that silence was deafening. Whispers started swirling. The timeline of Kody's income dip lined up a little too well with the land sale. Word spread that the sale wasn't even handled by Kody, but by an LLC linked to a family associate never seen on camera. Just 3 days before the form was allegedly filed, that LLC quietly transferred ownership to another entity. On paper, maybe legal. In context, it reeked. Then came the signatures, 2 of them, both unmistakably Kody's, but they were dated 2 weeks apart. Different addresses. Was one a correction or a cover-up? Christine's supporters, now a digital army, started matching the signatures with legal filings from past episodes. And it all matched. Still, Kody and Robin stayed silent. Silence said everything. Then an insider stepped forward. According to them, Christine had held on to the document for over a year, waiting for the perfect moment. That moment came when a realtor let it slip. Only one person had received payout from the land sale. It wasn't Mary, it wasn't Janelle, it wasn't Christine. Only one name left on the check. Fans raised another question. If Kody's income had really dropped that much, why was he suddenly hiring new staff? Then came another breadcrumb, this time from inside TLC. A former crew member using the name K surfaced on a subreddit. She didn't share documents, just a story. A frantic call from someone in Kody's circle, begging production to scrub any footage that mentioned appraisals or sale values. One particular scene stood out. A group picnic at Coyote Pass. Christine, sitting off to the side holding a folded paper, looking visibly frustrated. Now fans are asking, how much of this was real? How much was buried? And how much more does Christine still have in that fireproof box? According to Kay, Christine once looked a cameraman dead in the eye and asked, "Are we allowed to film lies?" That moment never aired, but fans noticed. They went digging, combing through campfire chats, picnic scenes, every awkward pause and cut. One sharp-eyed viewer even caught a suspicious jump edit mid-sentence right after Christine questioned why one of the Coyote Pass lots had been reassigned. Now, with a leaked tax form in the wild, that jump cut suddenly looks intentional. Insiders allege Robin may have pushed Kody to quietly scrub anything that challenged the public storyline that the land deal was transparent and fair. But fans aren't buying it. They believe something got buried. And more importantly, they believe Christine kept the original. Kay hinted Christine may have her own footage, not TLC's, her personal phone off hours. Timestamp if that's true. The family's carefully crafted narrative is in serious danger. But no one expected the resurfacing of an old clip 7 years old Kody laughing. One day, this land is going to save us or ruin us. At the time, it was a joke. Now it's prophecy. Because, allegedly, Christine's next move goes way beyond land. Way beyond Robyn. It's about money and who actually got paid. By midweek, the conversation had left Reddit and entered real-world territory. A forensic accountant named Jane, known for dissecting celebrity prenups, went live with her take. She didn't work for the Browns, she clarified, but she'd seen enough. And what she saw in that leaked form? Red flags. She pointed out a 6-figure consulting fee buried just under a depreciation line. Vague, strategic, the kind of term used when the service can't be clearly defined. The value is completely subjective. But here's where things get messy. Fans match the exact time frame of that payment to a luxury furniture delivery and a rumored jewelry haul made by Robyn. One item stood out of custom. Emerald necklace she wore in a boutique ad just weeks after the deal closed. Coincidence? Stirwives fans don't believe in coincidence. Receipts, timelines. Car upgrades. New furniture? They mapped it all, and the numbers started syncing up. Jane treaded carefully, but her words landed heavy. If that was marital income, and if it got converted into luxury assets without proper disclosure, that's not just messy, that's legally risky, especially if Christine was once part of that income pool. Then the lawyer chatter began. A Utah-based legal blogger with ties to Christine's camp claimed this wasn't an impulsive leak, it was calculated. That Christine had been sitting on evidence, waiting for Robyn and Kody to make a financial misstep she could prove. That consulting fee, it might just be the first of several. Then came the bombshell. Dozens of PayPal screenshots started circulating in private groups. Transfers tied to Brown Family LLC's, one for $25,000, another for $78,000. A third marked only as admin retainer. None of it matched official filings, but all of it aligned with the Coyote Pass timeline. Fans began matching those blurred usernames to old email addresses tied to Robyn and Christine. She said nothing, which somehow made it louder. According to a local blog out of Flagstaff, Christine once belonged to a private family group chat, back when they still pretended to share finances. In that chat, reimbursements, receipts, scheduling drama. But once the land drama started bubbling, so did the financial tension. The blog claims Christine quietly screen-grabbed several fiery exchanges about money, okay? And she's been holding on to them, waiting, because what she has, they say, isn't just numbers. It's motive, a message, an instruction. A receipt with a name attached. The kind of evidence that doesn't just tell a story, it blows it wide open. Despite Kody and Robyn's calculated silence, insiders say their inner circle has gone into full-blown damage control. This week, several local vendors tied to Robyn's household were suddenly contacted, some even asked to verify or deny transactions. Going back to last fall, looked less like a routine check and more like someone trying to scrub a paper trail before Christine makes her next move. But here's the twist: Christine may not be the only one with access to that information, because a name fans thought they'd never hear again has quietly resurfaced. Someone who was there, someone who watched the money move. And if the rumors are true, she's ready to speak. It was supposed to be innocent. It's just a birthday party. Balloons, cupcakes, a unicorn piñata for Ariella. But what unfolded that day, according to one eyewitness, was anything but sweet. They said it started calm. Christine arrived with gifts. Janelle smiled with tight lips. Even Mary showed up with her trademark half-hug. But everything changed when Robin's eldest brought out a camcorder, saying it was just to capture memories. That's when Kody allegedly lost it. He pulled Christine aside, not kindly, and told her, "This stops now. No more leaks, no more tax talk, no more digging up the past." But Christine didn't flinch. A Flagstaff local who claimed to overhear the fight says Christine stared him down and replied, "I didn't start this, but I will finish it." And then came the moment no one expected. Mary. Yes, Mary, who spent years playing the loyal wife, walked past Christine and muttered under her breath, "You're not wrong." It was quiet, not for Kody's ears. But Christine heard it. And for the first time in years, that icy silence between them, it cracked. But the real drama? It happened outside near the family van. A TLC camera crew was allegedly filming B-roll when Robin cornered Christine. No smiles, no soft voice, just a chilling statement. "I know what you're doing, and you don't want to open that box." Christine didn't respond, but that moment, fans believe it was a threat, not emotional, but legal. A warning about paperwork, bank transfers, emails, receipts, the kind that could expose years of financial favoritism. Some say Robin panicked, realizing the narrative she helped build for over a decade was unraveling. And fast. And standing nearby through it all? Another wife. Quiet. Watching. Listening, because that wasn't just a family spat. It may have been the last time they were all in the same room, before one of them called a lawyer. The morning after that explosive birthday party, the fan chatter slowed, but the tension spiked. Because now the leaks weren't just dramatic. They were starting to look actionable. Legal analyst Caroline Beck, known for her no-nonsense celebrity lawsuit commentary, chimed in with a warning. If those tax documents are real, Kody Brown could be looking at more than bad press. He could be looking at the IRS. Beck pointed to a leaked Schedule C Form 1 that hinted not just at lost income, but misreported funds. Specifically, a consulting fee that oddly aligned with Robin's alleged spending spree. Communal? Money was used for personal purchases, masked as business expenses. That's not just shady, that's a federal red flag. This isn't just about who bought a couch, Beck explained. It's about where the money went in, whether the government got their share. But the line that really got fans buzzing? Christine's lawyer likely vetted this before anything went public, she said. This isn't revenge. This is strategy. And just like that, dots started connecting. A local paralegal who claimed to have worked adjacent to the Browns' trust filings posted, then quickly deleted, that Christine's legal team had been quietly compiling evidence for months. Not just for tax claims, but potentially a formal complaint about financial mismanagement tied to their shared LLC. If Christine pulls that trigger, it won't just be Kody in the crosshairs. Under Arizona law, any spouse who benefited from concealed marital assets 7 after separation can be pulled into discovery. That means Robin. That means anyone who's signed off on shady purchases. And that especially means anyone who received money labeled consulting without doing the work. Some fans now believe a demand letter has already been sent. Others say Christine's just getting started. Either way, one thing is clear. This story, it's no longer just a reality show. It's about to become a legal case. It was loud enough to rattle nerves, but still just shy of a court filing. And that silence from Kody and Robin was starting to scream. Because threatening legal action is one thing. Holding the receipts, that's another level. According to a Flagstaff jeweler, those receipts may already exist and they allegedly match the dollar amount down to the cent. The jeweler didn't want to be named. That was clear from the start. But once a few blurry screenshots started circulating among locals, one boutique owner stepped forward quietly. She spoke through an anonymous tip on a fan-run Instagram account. Her message was short but devastating. Yes, she bought it here. Yes, it was custom. Yes, it was paid cash in full. The she, allegedly Robin, the it. A stunning emerald and diamond necklace first seen in a fuzzy boutique trunk show photo last fall. The price. Tag. A jaw-dropping $48,000. And here's where it gets interesting. That jewelry purchase happened just after the now infamous consulting fee appeared in a leaked tax document. Coincidence? Fans don't think so. According to the jeweler, Robin requested the transaction stay off the standard customer log. Instead, the cash was counted behind closed doors, verified, and immediately walked to the vault. But the kicker? While the deal was going down inside, a man stood outside for nearly 20 minutes pacing. Phone glued to his ear, sunglasses on, didn't speak, didn't go in. And when a fan showed the jeweler a grainy street cam shot snapped by a pedestrian nearby, she didn't even hesitate. That's him. That was Kody. The timestamp on the store's receipt matches the moment he was spotted. And that moment, just 2 weeks after the Coyote Pass land transfer was finalized. So what was that $48,000 necklace? A payment? A reward? No one knows for sure. But what is known is this. Someone paid in full, in cash, during a time when Kody was pleading poverty, and Robin was denying financial favoritism. Christine never commented directly, but honestly, she didn't need to. Her followers were already tagging tax attorneys and investigative reporters. Because at this point, it wasn't a question of if something shady went down.